Hey, what's happening, everybody? Ta-da! Music Therapy Laz here. At the last second, I made it. I think I made it in time. I gotta check out what's going on in the comments. Let me pop in here. Well, getting this set up here in the morning in the living room was not easy, just so you all know. But I managed to pull it off. That's right. And here I am in the living room where I'm going to be putting together. Actually, I could not find JJ's fabric that I had set aside for him, so I should look at the camera up there. I have everything set up different. Laptop over here, camera over there. Going to be working over there. Won't be able to reach the laptop. Have to use the phone to comment, blah, 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 blah. It's going to be a fun one. So scrambling around for all the materials and everything this morning early, and several things I didn't find. But we're going to make this happen for you guys either way, just so you guys can see how I make this happen. There's different ways to do it. And I'm hoping it works with what I have, because I don't have typically the tools I would use, like a compressor with a compressor kind of gun and all that. So anyway, let's start off the show the right way. Let's start off the show saying this is Guitar Mod Squad. And even though we're not going to be modding a guitar here today or doing anything like that, we are making something. So I guess it's a mod in some ways. I don't know. We're making something that you can. Thank you for the applause. We're making something that you guys can hang your guitars on if you want to hang it in a more kind of like I don't know if you want to call it like aesthetically pleasing way. I think guitars are beautiful pieces of art in themselves, but if you frame it with something really cool, right? Let me show you. I should show you from a picture while I'm sitting on top of here. I'll show you guys some pictures of some of the previous ones I've made. And I didn't make a lot of them so far, only a few. So this is one that I had in my room a while back. You guys might have recognized that. This purple one, and it's kind of an extra long one because it was actually for a bass for my sister's boyfriend, but now they're broken up. But for Tom, this really cool one. And if you notice on the edges, it's got studs because it's rock and roll, right? Heavy metal. He wanted like a purple, and that was what I could find. And you can see how there's even studs around where the hanger part goes. So at that time, I wasn't yet using sling or whatever they're called. I was using, I guess they were the fret rest product, right? All right, so, if you want to kind of artistically put up your guitar on a hanger, that not only frames your guitar, but it's also made of acoustic wallboard or whatever you want to call this stuff that's under here. I'll show you guys all this stuff. It's acoustic soundboard that you can buy at your local lumber yard or hardware store. And you can ask them to cut it down to the size that you want. So normally they come in sheets of 4x8, right? So do the pieces of plywood. So you just ask them to make, 3 cuts? Usually that doesn't cost much. Cut it into 2x4 pieces. Now you can make them narrower. I've actually been thinking about making them narrower for like, if I ever make this into like some kind of a product. Because most guitars don't need something that wide, and I'll demonstrate with this one. And because I couldn't find JJ, and JJ, if you're in the chat, should look here, right? If you're in the chat, I couldn't find your fabric. So I'm going to go out and buy you some crazy neon green kind of color, like what you were thinking about in the first place. Let me give you those keys. And use that. But what I did was I grabbed another fabric of something I had that I was going to make anyway for my room. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll make yours after this one today. No, I don't want to connect to the TV right now. Anyway, so let me show you guys the one that I made for Phil Mcknight out of leather. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I actually had that's the thumbnail picture is when I was cutting the material on the back of my brother's garage there. And you can see in the background there, I have some of the materials. And I will show you. At this point, I was using string swing guitar hangers. And in the case of his, I decided to sink in the hanger so that the guitar is not sticking out that much more. But, we're just talking about 3/4 of an inch. So I actually implanted piece of wood block behind where the string swing hanger is going to be, so it holds it nice and stable, right? And then when you like that, right, you can see this right there. And then when you put the fabric over it, it was kind of tricky, you know. Now in this case, because I was doing leather, you can see there, it's a big hide of leather I got for free from a friend of mine. I was looking online. I think online you can get hides for around $100 or so. You know, in some cases you can spend a lot more, you know. But this one I have it covered with a material. Oops, it's going dark on me. Covered with a material called Dacron. It's kind of like this material you can buy at like those places like what's it called, Joann's. That's where I'm going to go get fabric for JJ's, and that gives it a little bit more of a poofy. Here I am working on it on this table at my brother's place. Oops. You can see how I was laying it out. See, if I flip this, it's going to flip, so I can't flip it. So anyway. See, I have it stapled on. So it's a really pretty simple process. You just got to use a stapler. And I couldn't find, like I said, I couldn't find my electric staple gun. So I'm gonna try to use the office stapler because it's not really very thick material. And I think if I just use the office stapler and then just go bang, 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 like it should work. So we're gonna test out that theory, so you don't have to go spending money getting like a heavy duty stapler or something. Should work, right? Anyway, so, and this is where I'm putting these nail heads around it. I kind of just laid them out. I only had so many, but I laid them out in that design because that kind of fit with the string swing thing. You can buy these online too. Dad's nail heads. They come in all kinds of varieties. Like that really cool kind of square one. Yeah, and this is the back. So I really went to town on fills because, you know, it's Phil Mcknight, and I did a nice backing on it. And in the end, you know, it turned out like that. I think I probably have some here's around the nail heads around the holder. Now I'll look at your comments and say hi to you guys all in a second. And then, what's going on here? Oh, okay, I can go like this. And here's a version of it with my V hanging on it. Now my V has a really long headstock, so, you know, that kind of was offset in a sense. The way I'm going to make JJ's and this one too is I'm going to make a you know, block in the back where you could basically just put it wherever you want. You just screw right through the material right over the block of wood wherever you want, right? That's kind of the idea. Cool, huh? Anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to go around the other side and then show you the rest of these materials. And hopefully this goes off as easy as I'd like it to. Let me first say hi to everyone in the chat. You know what? Let me go grab my coffee. Give me just a second. And I'm going to go get Limón too because I put him in the other room. Let me go get him real quick. Sorry, I was hiding you for a little while. That's right. Limón is probably not going to want to take part in this because I'm going to be shooting staples and stuff, but there he is. Isn't he cute? Limón. All right, I'm going to put him in this little spot. Put him right in this little spot. I'm going to grab my coffee real quick, and then I'll be right there to talk to you guys and then get this thing rolling. All right, we're going to go with the Pedal Show cup of coffee. Cup of Joe. All right. So good. My first cup. First cup of coffee. It's hard to do this. For me, it's an early morning show. You know, for me, it's 9:30 in the morning, and normally I just go into the room. That's right. Have this over here ready for this. All right. Get the headphones on. Johnny Bean might pop in. JJ might pop in. Not sure, but oh, you know what? I need to move this closer. Otherwise, I'm going to yank my headphones off. And I probably don't really need to wear these headphones until I see Johnny Bean in the chat. So you know what? I'm going to take them off. There's no real point in having that on unless you have someone in the stream with you. So let me see what you guys are saying here. Yeah, oh, my show is live. There we go. What's up, everybody? Get my little thing. All right, so here we go. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat. Wow, there's 16 people watching this. That's awesome, dudes. Thank you so much for coming and watching. So Janice says, okay, you're going to be late. L&M Guitar Corner. I'm assuming it's Martin. Could be Lucas, though. Saying hi to Zach, BC Rich, and Janice. So at the top of my chat here, it doesn't show, but Zach Dong was the first one in about an hour ago, I think, at least a half an hour ago. And then BC Rich 580 and 81 probably after him. Then we got Megatod 707 saying, hey now. Hey, now. Hope you all are doing well, dude. Robbie saying, hey to everybody, Laz is going to be operating a bandsaw. No, actually, I got this stuff was pre-cut. So all I had to do is sand it a little bit lightly around the edges. I had this stuff pre-cut a while ago. It's all waiting for me upstairs, ready to go. But the thing is I'm actually thinking about, you know what, I should grab another piece. Let me grab this other piece that I cut. Let me show you guys this. Right back. There's a lot of back and forth here today. So, just so you all know, I'm sorry if it's a little more echoey in here, right? But just so you all know, it rained yesterday in our area, which is rare, and it's really great that it rained. You know, I'm really grateful for the rain. But it kind of put a snafu in my plans of doing this out in the patio. That's where I really would prefer to do this kind of a thing, because it can kind of be a little bit dusty. The fiberboard stuff is a little bit dusty. It's probably not even a bad idea to wear a mask if you're going to be working on this kind of stuff, especially if you're very touchy, you know, to dust and stuff like that. I've been working around it all my life. Hopefully it doesn't kill me someday. But yeah, you know, mask probably not a bad idea. But anyway, let's say hi to the rest of the people. Lana's going to be opera band song. Okay, yeah. On one hand, yeah. Yeah, nowadays you just say, Alexa, call 911. You know, I don't have that thing hooked up. I got one. And then my sweetie was like, why do you want that thing? And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to hook it up. So it's just, I got one of them little round ball kind of cube thing. It's not a cube. It's like a little round one. Should probably give that away as one of the 12 Days of Christmas things. It's like a 2-year-old one, though. But it's still good, you know. All right, so we got R2R3 Locking Nut. What's up in the chat saying, time to get my hairs cut. All of them. You mean the one of them? If you're like me, Mount Baldy. I don't know. And then L&M says, I do, but I'll have to search my mails. Better start right now. By the way, L&M, I'll be discussing, my wife just got to Peru yesterday. She's finally sent me a message. Yeah, I got it this morning at 5:30 in the morning. That she's there, she's safe. She traveled through space-time to get there, like we all travel through every day. Oh, we got the funky emojis going on. Right on, man. I love it, R2. Look at all the wrenches. Yeah, we got Pooh with a wrench. I even trust him, even though he lives on the moon. Janice, and, of course, the Martin brothers. I'm kidding. Lucas and Martin. Guitar Corner brothers. Yeah, James G in the house also saying hey to everybody. We got what else? We got Robbie's in the house. I think I said hi. Victoria Holland Rake. Actually, I think Victoria was the second one in, and they were in the chat, and I said hi to them about a half an hour or so ago. Right. Thank you for coming, Victoria. You're new to the channel, I believe. subscribe, share, like, all that stuff. My channel's slowly eking towards 600. Slowly. It's taken like every year. It takes a year to get 100 subs, and I think it's probably because I'm not doing things right. You know, right now I don't care. I'm not trying to make a business out of this, but it would be cool to get a little something back out of it. You know, because you do put a lot of there's a lot of time that goes into this, and like my Sunday mornings are taken up doing these Sunday morning ones, and then my Thursday nights, you know, and then I pop in on the other shows too. So being a YouTuber, you know, it can be kind of rough. Anyway, I've spent so much more money than I'll ever get back probably, but anyway, it's all good. Thanks, Mega Todd. Laz is the man. Cool time with Laz. Thank you, man. Right on. Octopus Ears, my good friend. What's really cool about this channel and Johnny's channel and like, you know, I think we have a cool, if you want to call it community, you know, I think that word's tossed around YouTube a little too lightly because, you know, community means a lot. You know, I think we are a community. We care about each other, right, to a degree. I've always been supportive of people, but people come and go so easily, quickly, you know. And just like an old friend, they'll come around again. You know, I sometimes don't talk to some friends I've known sometimes for years, and then we're nearby or I happen to be in the town or whatever, and we get together, and it's like, you know, just like yesterday, we were hanging out, but now we got kids, and now they're in high school, and now they're in college, or, you know, that kind of thing. So, I guess you could call it community. Ben Coombs, what's up, my brother? Ben is one of the coolest dudes I know in YouTube. One of the warmest hearted people. Him and his family. He's amazing. His dad's amazing. I hope he's doing well. Dave, right? Hope Dave is doing well. Hope you're doing well. I don't have time much to catch the shows, dude. I know I'm horrible. Leo Safko, one of the grand prize winners of the guilt package that's gonna arrive. Dude, I'm gonna package it up for you, bro, and whoever else is in the chat that won something and has been waiting for months to get it. You're gonna get a special Christmas package. Robbie Single, Hobo Roadie also in the house. What's up, Hobo Roadie? There's your Voodoo. Dang, how many people are there? 22 people here already. This is awesome. I should get to work, right? Oh, you 812, Ryan. What's up, dude? Ryan's got a serious rig, man. Dang, nice setup. Guitar Man, 45. I'm almost on 10. Might help if there's any content. I don't know what that means. I'm almost on 10. Might help if there's any content. Don't know what that means, but you can write again and clarify. Maybe you're responding to somebody else, right? That's the thing about the chat, is that when I'm doing something, I'm reading and I'm going through the chat, I'm scrolling pretty quick just to see the names of the people. And I might miss Charles 75N, for example. I missed that. He's there. What's up, my buddy? What's up, dude? Saying hi to all the folks. Yeah. All right, and Sean Hockey, sup, Laz. He says, and Johnny Bean says, walking towards the ocean right now. Are you okay, dude? Is everything all right? You know that old joke about the people that are walking toward the ocean, they keep going. They just disappear, and that's it. That's the way to go, right? Not for me. I want to go out in a ball of fire, heading toward the moon and rock it. Blackjack Guitar says, hey, Laz, and Chatsters, and I think that's pretty much... he's going to drown himself, right, BC Rich? That's kind of the first thought that came to my mind. Like, I'm heading toward the ocean. There's no sense to it all. Shouldn't joke about these things because my show actually originally started out as, an idea of doing something with music therapy, because I was actually studying this stuff in school. But I'm late for school. I'm late for the show. So we should get this going. Man, we're already 30 minutes into it and nothing's happened yet. Let me know if you're around. Yeah, I'll let you know, dude. I'll be around probably. I might be gone for the early part of the day, and then I'll be back in the afternoon. That's kind of the plan. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't have any rocks in his pockets. Blackjack Guitar. Hopefully not. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm probably not going to get to the completion of this thing today, which is probably okay because I can always do this again, right? And I could even do another video version of this where I'm actually, editing the video, something I've never done yet. I kind of editing little things, but not really like like what most people do, and like do it in like sections so you see, you know, oh, part here is what you need to do and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna get right into this. So let's without too much further ado. Voila, it's done. No. All right, so first off, let me show you guys. There's several pieces of material on here. I've got this plywood here, and if you notice, there's two pieces. I've got this one that's 2x4. Okay, this one, right? And then I cut this one narrower. All right. Now in my studio room, I want a little more space in there, in between the guitars. So I brought a guitar out just to show you guys scale to scale, right? How it would hang on there, right? Now this one, if I put the hanger right about there, right? It's going to be about maybe 4 inches from the bottom and about 3 inches from the top. I could even go down a little bit more like that. Now, if you want to make it shorter, but I think that works okay for, you know, like this is about 3 inches that way, about 3 inches this way, right? So if you want to see what I'm talking about, right? Kind of like that. So it would kind of be like, oh, if I can do this. It's hard to do it. It's not enough space. I don't have movie cameras and stuff like that in here. But I think you guys get the idea, right? Right? Well, we're not going to mark this or anything right now. We can. Holy crap, sounds like somebody just dropped the dead body upstairs. Those are the noises that sometimes wake me up in the middle of the night. Somebody falling out of the bed or something. Anyway, so, but this hanger, oh, let me go get the guitar hanger. Duh. We'll grab that real quick. All right. I need to grab one other thing. All right, here we go. All right, so I got the guitar hangers. I'll show these to you guys up close. So I bought a 2-pack string swing guitar hangers, right? And what's cool about these is they also have like these molly kind of little screw kind of mounts, or what do you call those, anchors for your wall. You can use those, or you can use mollies. You might want to use mollies, but I think these are rated for up to like 40, 50 pounds of, you know, weight. And I use these in the wall there. If it doesn't go into a stud, I use these. You know, I'm not that worried about it. Anyway, you can be worried about it if you want to. I'm going to pop one of these open. All right. So really the most important part is going to be this part, right? The string swing part, and then this. And where it's going to end up with your guitar. Oh, I got a little plastic nibby thing on there. That's nice of that. Right? So your guitar is going to hang on there, like opposite of this, of course, you know, but it's going to hang like that right there. So you can kind of eye it, you know, and then figure that your hanger is going to be, or you can just put the hanger in if you want. If you really want to be precise, you go like that. And then you can measure things, you know, you can measure from here to there. Let me go get the tape measure. It's right here. Measure it, you know, from this edge to this edge is about 7 3/4. That's about 9, so we've got to go over quite a bit, 8 1/2. 8.5. So that's about 8.5, 8.5. And then what you can do if you want, you know, just mark around that, right? Where the corners are. Like a Sharpie. What's that? You can even draw it if you really want to get fancy. Because this would be the back in my mind. And I'll tell you why I would do it like that in my mind. And this, by the way, is about 19 inches wide. So kind of the size of a guitar case, you know? Anyway, so I got that marked off now. All right. This isn't the one I'm going to make, though. I'm going to make a bigger size one, but you see that? All right. So now this is going to be the back side, and then the fabric and everything is going to come around and get stapled on around this edge. And then here I can just drill my holes through. And then from the other side, right, from the other side, I will know exactly where it goes by the holes. But we're going to set this one aside because that's not the one we're making today. We're not making JJ's. That's going to be JJ's. I'm going to go get the proper materials for that and proper color for him. So this is going to go on this bigger, wider one here. And it's going to be really, really cool, man. And I think this one I'll use for my Flying V. So should I go get my Flying V so I can show you guys what, or maybe at the end. At the end we'll do that. Have another sip of my coffee. Look at chat. See what the chat's saying. Put on my glasses. Glasses, man. Glasses suck. Hate glasses. Oh, wow. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button, you guys. Octopus here says, sup. Everyone's just saying hey to everybody. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves, man. Yeah, smack that like button. Octopus here. Well, almost half the people here are, well, a lot of people are like, yeah, he's the magic man, mama. Yeah. Hey, dude, did you post up that, did some of you guys see Magic Man's, or Octopus Ears' blues jam off his Facebook? Go check it out, dude. He was in the swing of it, from what I understand. I didn't watch it yet. I'll watch it later. While I'm working on this stuff. While I'm working on this stuff today. Whoa. Hey there. Stay. Put. Well, I'm working on this stuff today. I'll listen to the Metalhead Hippie Show. I'll listen to, you know, I'll watch some other stuff. But okay, let's get to the brass tacks of it. All right, so we got the piece of wood. Like I said, you can go buy this. Like it's about, you know, look at to my finger here, right? It's not quite a quarter of an inch, but it's almost a quarter of an inch thickness, right? Set that aside over here. All right, now here we have the soundboard. Now, one sheet of soundboard costs about $15, you know, and you can get how many of these out of that? Because I use 2 sheets, so I put 2 sheets together. So you can get what, 1, 2 out of it, no, or more. Yeah, 2. You can get 2 of these hangers out of a sheet of this stuff, and then you'll have extra of the plywood. If you can also buy the plywood in smaller pieces, so you can buy a 2x4 piece of plywood and then cut that down. But like I said, I'm going to actually be making these in like 19-inch widths for like standard strats and stuff, you know. But if you want all of them to look symmetrically perfect, the same size frame, just make them all 2x4 like this. It's easier to have them cut it down and you don't have any waste, you know. So basically what I do is you have this material, right? This material right here. And then you can imagine that being on top of this material right here, right? And then what you need to do is then cover that with a fabric. And what I do is I actually will put some Dacron on it to give it a little more poof, if you know what I mean, a little more kind of poofiness. So let me grab the Dacron, see what I mean by Dacron. So you can buy this in a variety of thicknesses at Joann's or wherever, right? And I actually used this during Christmas for fake snow under my tree. I think this is too thick, so I'll actually cut some of this, right, the size of our little hanger thing, and then tear it in half. So let's just go ahead and use our little wooden one here, right, for a little form. Let me grab my scissor. And just tear it kind of in half so it's not so thick. You don't have to do that. You can buy this stuff in a much thinner, kind of, you can buy it thin, already thinner. Oh, wait, is this long enough? Should go this way? No, I don't think so. All right. I like doing crafty stuff. I like making things. I'm a maker. If that makes any sense. I'm getting a call. Probably my sweetie. No, it's a scam likely. So goodbye to you. Goodbye to you. You know that song? Oh my God. All right. So now we got our stuff cut, right? Now you can shoot some of this kind of adhesive on there if you want. This is a professional grade that my brother Andy does upholstery. He gave me some cans of this stuff. Professional grade, general purpose adhesive, CALV, no chlorinated solvents. I don't know what that stuff means. It's probably really toxic, and that's why I'd probably want to do this kind of work outside if I use this spray. But I'm not going to use any of the spray today. All right. I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, now, so of course, we got to have soundboard on here, not just the plywood, but we use that as the, and I'm going to use just a standard office stapler to do this, you guys, today. Hopefully it works, because I think my electric one, or my professional grade kind of stapler that I use, it's actually at my mom's. She's borrowing it probably, or Andy, my brother Andy's borrowing it. Somebody's borrowing it. Anyway. So if one of these is cut a little bigger than the other, put the bigger one at the top. So in other words, not the top. I mean, put the bigger one on the face. You know what I mean? That way you don't see like any kind of a step down kind of a thing. And I don't think you're gonna. What's nice about using this kind of Dacron stuff too is it kind of, you know, softens around all those edges, so it kind of works really well. That kind of thing. All right. And that stuff will stretch too. Lining it up. And you can even use other adhesives, like caulking adhesives and stuff. Sometimes it's a good idea just to have all that stuff not move around. But I'll tell you, once you staple this on here, this is all going to hold into place really easily, really well. All right, so now for the test. How well is this going to work? Perfectly. Worked perfectly. Of course, Limon's like, what am I doing banging stuff? And he's all freaking out. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just basically whacking it in there, right? Like that. See the corners. I like to stretch this stuff a little bit, so it's working great. Because this material is not super thick, you know, and this plywood material is fairly thin. Now, if you're using like hardboard or like MDF stuff or something like that, it might be a little bit hard for the stapler to do its job. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the top and bottom. I don't need to put too many of these because the fabric, when that goes on, it's going to be what really does it. Just so you don't have it bulging up around the edges. Hope I have enough staples. And now the corners, if you can see the corner here, you can cut the corners off. Just want to make sure you get that first wrap over, right? Like that. You don't want a big bulge over here. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Gotta get rid of the bulge. The bulge. I've been developing a bulge, old man bulge. All right, so that's working really good. When you have a professional staple, you can go ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it gets done like in seconds in comparison. But this is working all right. I'm not able to see the chat, so Johnny's drowning himself in the ocean now, so can't help us out in the chat. I haven't seen JJ pop up yet. All right, it's pretty good. My little scissors. Oh, the scissors. Really easy to make this, man. Really easy. And the idea that I had, I was talking with Octopus here, and he's like, yeah, because Phil Mcknight said the main problem with this is going to be shipping this massive thing out, right? To make it into like a viable kind of like product of some kind, right? And I thought of an idea. I thought of a way to do this so that a kit, basically a kit, could be put together where it's in half. This fabric velcros onto the back, so you just wrap it around, comes all ready to go. You just open it up out of the back box and just wrap it around, and then screw your hanger on it, and bam, you're done. So that's the way I'm gonna try to make this an actual product. And then you're dealing with half the size. Might even be able to break it down to where it's 3/4 the size, three side pieces, right? So you got a box like this size rather than a box this size, and then that makes it more of a viable kind of packageable and sendable, deliverable package that won't cost as much. I just have to figure out the logistics of all this, and then if I want to actually hire people to make them, I can start doing them. I'll be like Lewis in the Fairfield Guitar Co. making guitar hangers, right? The Rox-Ease guitar hangers that are what? They're a soundboard and a acoustic treatment and a guitar hanger in one. That looks cool. Customizable. So we're not going to do any of the customized nail heads thing on this. Well, maybe I will, because I'm putting the V on this, right? Maybe I will. So here's an example of nail heads you can buy. These are these standard kind of little antique colored kind of ones. You know, so if you wanted to do something that looked like some kind of an antique thing. See that? Well, these are small. But you can do it that way, you know. There's all kinds of nail heads you can buy. There's I should have brought the catalog out to show you guys that. So, and if we go long today, I hope it's all right. I might as well just go all the way to completion, right? As long as I don't run out of staples. I think we have more in the office. All right, so but electric gun, you know, bam, you're done. It's like that, super fast. But you know, I'm going old school, or I guess, what do you call it, amateur level here. So you guys see that it's easy for you to make your own. So there we go. Now, soundboard is being held. Oh, there's a tear in this stuff right here. That's not nice. But it won't show, because that's going to be basically right where the guitar hanger is. So now we have this all done, right? Now we put the fabric over it, and that's it. So let's take this out of the way. Lay the fabric down. All right. Now the fabric I was going to use, I was actually going to make this for my my cousin Art, actually. He likes this kind of silvery, kind of gold color, silver color. He's a black and silver dude, if you know what I mean. He's all into the Raiders. Let's see if it's long enough this way. And the way the fabric is going, it's got stripes going this way, so I think I'd actually rather go up and down. Well, what do you think, man? Pretty cool, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go this way, right? So now we need to turn it like that. And then sometimes fabrics have like when you go like this with it, you could feel it either going, rough or not rough. This is kind of going rough the opposite way. So meaning I would rather do it like this. That way the top is over there. But really the top is wherever you want to put the hanger part. Right? Let's go ahead and get this all the way over here. Just lay that down. Like that. Now this is a remnant piece of fabric. In other words, leftovers from a job that my brother or my mom were either making like a upholstered bed out of it or something, right? So who knows? It's got a piece of tape here I want to get rid of because it's gonna it's getting in the way. I don't like it. All right, there we go. All right, so just laying that on there. Now center it so that you got enough fabric to go around, right? Go like that. Make sure we got enough. We'll go a little bit higher. And I'm going to make sure that little fold thing kind of fixes right there. There we go. All right. And this is already almost like just enough. Look at that. Just enough fabric for this job. So remnant fabric like this. And it's not cheap stuff. This is like a velvety kind of fabric. All right, and I'm gonna do the top and the bottom first, just like I did the other thing, because I want to be able to get this corner nice. So on the edge, when you pull over, this corner looks nice from side view, right? Sometimes you have to cut a little bit of the fabric, but you don't have to go totally crazy. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Back from dinner, says L&M. All right. Falco is also here. What's happening? Mike Olson. Yeah, shipping costs keep going up. So if I can make it fit into a smaller box, the weight's going to get you no matter what, but the box size is also going to be a big part of it, right? All right, so let me see how many staples I have left. I got enough. Oh, just wasted one. Anyway, I think there's enough. For the project. And I'm going to go from middle out just so I get a good kind of stretch. I'm going every couple inches or so, And I'm pulling it up a little so it stretches up even. You guys want to see that? Maybe I'll do the whole thing and then I'll show you guys. It'll be a lot easier. All right. Okay. Give it a little bit of a tug. Go from the middle again. And you can sometimes see lines in the fabric, like how the threads are going. You want to kind of keep that line if you can, if you know what I mean. Keep that line going. Same kind of. And if you had an electric stapler, like my professional stapler, this is like bam, 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 bam. I keep keep saying that, huh? Anyway, but yeah, it's just saying. It would be a lot easier to do the job with something like that, but this works fine. You can do it with your office stapler. Just what do you call it? Just confiscate or borrow the office stapler, and make sure you've got enough staples. Now, when you do this fold over, you don't want all this fabric in the way, right? Can you see that? You don't want all this extra fabric, so you can cut it back. But leave yourself a little bit at the corner here. So when you fold in, you fold over like that. So I can give you guys a close-up of that. And probably wouldn't have to put one staple here so that doesn't move around much. Okay, I'm going to fold in and then fold over. Just like that. I'm going to put 2 staples there just to hold that corner real good. A little bit of raggedy stuff going on there. So I'll show you guys again. Cut like a little piece like that off because I don't want all that thickness underneath there. But you don't want to cut it all the way to the end. You want to give yourself like a little fold over, about maybe an inch. You guys want me to show you that? I'll show you that. See what I did? Oh, I can't see it. I'm lifting it too high. See what I did? With I cut off that much right there. That way, when I fold over, it's not folding over a ton of fabric. You know what I mean? You don't need a bunch of fabric folded over there. I fold that like that. Oops, couldn't hit it hard enough. That angle. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do one right here. Doesn't hurt to have one there. Hold that fabric in place a little bit. Let's fold over. Fold it on over. Try not to hit your thumb. All right. So I don't know if you guys can see that. All right. So now we got the top and the bottom done. We just got to do the rest. And just like I did the other time, I want to go, from the middle out to this side. I don't think it's totally necessary, but it's sometimes good. I already did this side here, so I'm going to have to kind of, hopefully it's not stretching it too much, but I think the stretch is good. So actually I'm going to go ahead and cut. I'm going to go from the end and just go like middle out from the end. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made any sense at all. Probably didn't. Sip of coffee. Chupacabra. I always thought that'd be a great name for a coffee. Chupacabra coffee. You guys know what the chupacabra is? People in the Southwest do. From South America too, I think, right? Chupacabra. I don't think it's a real thing, but it's funny. Alright. This is where you want to kind of fold over and get a nice tug so it's tight. You want this to feel tight. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully we'll have enough staples. I have to go get any. Let's see. Not too much left out of this. Okay. Crafts with Laz. Guitar crafts. That's right. Crafting with Laz. On a Sunday morning, what better things are there to do? Zero. All right. Keep looking at the. You know what? I'm just going to go with it. Go with it, Laz. Go with it. You can make one of these in an hour, right? It's not bad. You can even buy one of those like staplers that they use to put posters up on flagpoles, like, you know, electric poles or whatever. Just whack, whack, whack. Costs like $10 or $15 maybe, right? But the office stapler is actually getting the job done rather nicely, I must say. Hope you guys can hear me. Oop, ran out of staples. Okay, so, but let me just show you guys this. I'm gonna go find some staples, but there you go. I just got to staple down this side. And then basically all you do is attach this puppy right wherever you need to, right? And voila, guitar hanger. Ta-da! You guys want to see? Hold on, let's try to do this without dropping the guitar off the edge of the table here. I covered the table with a tarp and like a moving blanket and all that stuff so I don't mess it up. All right. There you go, man. A little further down. No, further up. Ta-ta! And then you just take that, you know, the screws that they send you are not going to work. They're not long enough. But you just get some like 3.5-inch screws and just go right through this. That plywood piece will hold it all together. There's plenty of material there to hold this all together. And right into the wall, right? So nice long screw like that long, and you're good to go. So that's it for now, because I'm not going to go wasting time looking for staples. I think you guys get it. Get the gist of this. All right? What do you guys think? We're at the hour. Yeah, right? Looks more cozy. L&M, you're funny, man. Yeah, actually, this fabric was probably used on a headboard of some kind, you know, for like a really fancy bed. But yeah, I'll finish her up and screw it to the wall into the music room. And you guys can see this thing hanging in the music room on Thursday's show, which, by the way, Thursday's show, I got to go get this little buddy of mine. Hold on. I'll be right back. Little buddy of mine's helping me out on Thursday's show. Yeah, later today we're gonna go through all this stuff. All right, I guess you guys probably already saw this, but we're gonna start getting this stuff ready. You know, my little buddy here, Santa, Rockin' Santa. He's got the right guitar, right? You know, it's Christmas colors. So Rockin' Santa here. There you go, buddy. Don't fall over. I know it's kind of soft material. Yeah, Rockin' Santa is going to help me out with the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. And instead of doing like every day a video like I've done before, I think I've done it like that. Instead of doing it like that this year I'm going to do one day. I think Thursday, this coming Thursday, I'm going to do one day. I'm going to do that way I have more time to like package things and send them out to you and get them out to you guys on time. One day, big giveaway show on Thursday night, the gear and demo show. And I'll actually demo some gear too, because I've got my pedals that I got from Stu Mac, my pedal build. So I'll show you guys those. So I'll unpackage those and show you the components and show you those. And then we'll do, you know, the giveaway. Everyone in the chat, I'll ask Johnny Bean to help me out with that, how to use the hashtag, or you don't have to do that, probably just anyone who's in the chat, but hashtag when And I do this worldwide, so if you are in another country, that's cool. I'll give you the option of either sending you the actual product. If it's a big one like this, I might want to just send you a gift card to your local music store, for $20. Or maybe I'll just send you, I don't know if it works. If I send you like a Visa card that's a preloaded card, can you guys use that anywhere? LNM, tell me. Let me know. Hey, Hugh Colwell, what's up? Hugh's one of those guys, right? Didn't you win something from me once before, dude? I'm trying to remember. Didn't I send something to you? Like, I sent something to the British Isles or somewhere in that area where someone like that lives out there. I remember sending something to someone and he got it. I think it was the headphones. Actually, I think it was a pair of these. Yeah, I think the other guy got a pair of these one year was Guitar Hack. He likes his, and I think guitar cable too. Guitar cables. That's another thing that I didn't buy this year. I should have bought, because you can get cables really inexpensive, and they're great as gifts. Maybe I'll go get some of those. But yeah, I have like a box of stuff to give away already. Still waiting on some stuff to arrive. Yeah, says he doesn't know. He hasn't heard something like that there. All right. Yeah, like a gift card. Like if does Thomann have, like, you can purchase someone a Thomann credit or a gift, digital credit or digital code that's worth $20 or something, and then they can then use that towards a purchase of something that they want, But it's more fun to send it out. But William De Silva got a guitar. Oh, let me see, William De Silva. I promise I'm gonna upload the video. I'm lagging on breaking out my laptop. 90% sure I've used my phone in the past. I don't know what, I can't figure it out now. Oh, if you need some help with some of that kind of stuff, hit me up. Yeah, I want to use the staple gun because it's faster. I'd rather finish this. I'm going to do more than this one. So today I'm going to make several of these, and I still have more to go. I'm actually making a Ukrainian flag one that's going to hold my my Valiant guitar when that arrives, and then maybe someday in the future I'll auction that one away for money towards Doctors Without Borders, because that's the one charity that every month I'm donating $15 to that charity. I put it up on my Instagram now too, you guys. And if you want to go to my MusicTherapyLaz channel, just, I should pin that again to the top of my page. I always have it pinned. I think that's one of the best ways to support a cause, whether or not, whatever side you want to take on this politically or not, I don't care. To me, it's about people and lives saved, and Doctors Without Borders are one of the best organizations when it comes to being on the ground, already helping, like along with the Red Cross or other institutions. I think they're even less political than the Red Cross. So in many ways, they are even more helpful to hurt people in the world. So if you want to help hurt people in the world and you have a little extra money, I'm doing $15 a month until this tragedy in Ukraine ends. And maybe I'll be a lifetime donator or donor or whatever you want to call it, supporter of Doctors Without Borders. If someday I ever do get a doctorate in psychology and can actually work in the field, I would love to help people with music therapy and other kinds of therapy. But music therapy is a really great therapy. I'm really strongly behind it as a way to treat people with everything from dementia and Alzheimer's to PTSD and trauma of all kinds. I think we underestimate the power of happy thoughts and good feelings, and there have been monks and other people have shown how they use meditative positive thought reinforcement and stuff to even get rid of their cancer and stuff. It's kind of crazy stuff, but I mean, it's I'm not going to say it's going to work for everyone or whatever, but when it does work on people, it's doctors are just spellbound, and fascinated by it, like they often are. Because though science, is strong and in a true way of understanding our world and universe and our place in it, there are things we don't understand too. That, like the magical Santa, rockin' Santa here, who brings happiness and joy to everyone. So stay tuned for my 12 days of Rockmas, is what I'm calling it, because it's not just for Christmas and Christians and Christ stuff. It's also for everyone who's a rocker out there who wants to learn how to rock and roll and play music or just do it for fun. Like Rockin' Santa here. He's an elf. I don't think they like elves in that religion. So whatever. Until next time, you guys. Thanks so much for coming. Yeah. Like Mike Olson says, I think you could crank out 4 of those per hour, sell them online. Dude, it's what I want to do actually, but I'm thinking a better way to do it would either have like a kit that I can send out to people, but you know, you can buy this stuff at your local store. So if you just want to get one, for me to put a kit build together and send it out to someone, and buy, you know, you can go buy the material yourself for freaking what, $30, like the piece of plywood and the piece of, I know plywood's expensive now too, but you can get remnant fabrics at your store or go, you know, find some at a flea market. I don't know, but you can find stuff like there's discount fabric places in every town, like big towns, especially like, you know, our San Francisco Bay Area. There's a number of these big discount fabric places, and you just need a yard. You just need, you know, 1 yard of the stuff. And usually the fabric's length is about 50 something inches width or whatever, and then you get a yard, you know, which is 3 feet. That's more than enough. So that's all you need, man. Yeah, staple guns like bap, 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 bap. That's how I'm gonna do the. I gotta go get it from my mom. So I've been promising to visit her too. Hey, Amanda made it. All right. Well, hey, Laz, you and I can work together. Hell yeah, Amanda. You know, Amanda is an amazing new force in the Johnny Bean and Laz community and whatever, the whole YouTube and world community. She's doing some amazing things. So thanks to Falcro. I hope you guys try to make one yourself. You know, if you need to hit me up with some questions, or if you want to get some advice on something in between when you're doing it or whatever, just email me, Instagram me. I'm on Facebook, on Messenger. You can messenger me. You know, I'll call you. If you call me, I'll send me the message. Like buddy of mine, Matt, my new buddy Matt Stewart, he wanted some paprika to make the Roxy and Laz Cooking with Roxy show. I did a Cooking with Roxy show where we made chicken paprikash, right? And he tried to make some for his wife, who's from that region. I think she's in northern or Slavic region somewhere. And I don't know. He said that the paprika that he bought at the store wasn't good. It didn't taste right. So I put some in a little, like, you know, jar, and I'm sending it to him in this little plastic container. And I'm sending him some for Christmas. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be on the Ben Coon show. Cool, dude. Right on. I don't know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing, but if I can watch, I will. I'm usually not able to. It's always like sometimes the timing of shows is really bad for me. I'm busy usually with something else. Like right now with my wife out of town, I'm lonely. So I'm only like Octopus Ears was going to come over last night, but then I had to, my cousin messaged me that he's got some little dinner get together going on with friends, and I haven't seen some of those people in a while. One of them is my second cousin and her husband and 2 kids that are super cute. Awesome. Yeah, the Slavs. Amanda. Are you Slavic? Anyway, so we're all people of the world. Yeah, but we have all our historical, you know, cultural heritage, right? And I'm very proud of my cultural heritage that I grew up with here in the Bay Area. I had the exposure to the Hungarian culture, and it was wonderful. I got all the good parts, none of the bad, thankfully. My mom and my dad kept us away from all the bad, kooky people. Oh, you're Czechoslovakian and Polish. There you go, Amanda. Look at that. So my last name, Lengyel, actually in Hungarian, Lengyel Ország means the nation of Poland. So my last name, Lengyel, means Polish. I think I might have mentioned to you, if you translated my name, Laszlo Lengyel, into English, it would be Lancelot Polish. And some countries say Ladislaus, but I don't like that Ladislaus thing. Sounds like lettuce. Lousy lettuce. Anyway, yo, Ben Tom, what's up, dude? You did? Right on. Dude, that sounds great. Yeah, as a matter of fact, people that own this building that I work for are Czech. So it's awesome. Man, that's another place I really want to go. I want to go to Prague. I haven't been to Prague yet. That's one of the next places to visit, right? Awesome place. Mitch Heyman, also in the house. What's up, dude? Mitch. So you guys came in on the end of the show. That's all right. go back, rewind to the beginning, and watch how I made this guitar hanger, and you can make one too. Now, one thing I will say that you can also put this onto this, but with some more heavy-duty kind of a block of wood. Like in the beginning of the video I showed you guys, there's another way to do it where you can cut a square out from the back. And the ones that I'm going to probably ship to people if they're looking to get one of these so they can put it in the right height for whatever guitar they have, I'm going to do it so that it has maybe, let me move Rockin' Santa out of the way here. I'm going to do it so that I can put like a piece of like 2x4 that's about like maybe say, you know, that long, right? I'm going to pick this up real quick again. Because let's say you have a longer guitar, you know, and you need to move the hanger either up or down. So I can make it so that I can cut that section from underneath here of the soundboard out to fit in a piece of wood. Just like in the beginning of the video, you saw me show that block of wood in there, right? Well, I could do it like that and then have the Dacron over that, and then this just goes on top of that. That way it's going through a 3/4 inch piece of plywood, or 1 inch or whatever, right? Piece of plywood, and or actually 2 pieces, right? So it's good 1.5 inch because this soundboard stuff's about 3/4, or is it? It's really about a half. So yeah, like a 1 inch piece of wood, block of wood under there, so that when this, you know, goes in there, it's not just going through that thin piece of plywood and the soundboard, which I think is fine. I think that it's so stable that you can even buy another kind that's more prevalent in the East Coast called Mason, no, not Masonite. Oh God. It's a wallboard. It's made of paper. It's really, really good. It's a soundboard, and they use it for like in offices for partitions, you know, and then they cover that with fabric. But Homosote, Homosote, something like that. Yeah. I think Homasote, Homosote. And it's just basically reconstituted recycled paper material that they make wallboard out of, and it's an excellent acoustic type of material. So perfect for this project too. And it's even more rigid, but more heavy too. This is lighter, and that's why I use a thinner plywood. And I think, you know, basically the string swing hanger, that's what's holding the weight of it all. And I've weighed these before, and they weigh about 7 pounds. So this plus a guitar, you know, you're talking maybe 20 pounds of weight on the wall at the most. So a couple really strong, you know, long screws into 2x or into a good molly, set of mollies or whatever, you know, you're good to go. So there you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy to make your own guitar hanger. That's an acoustic treatment that looks good. Rox-Ease Guitar Hangers. All right, so that's the show, you guys. Hope you guys had a fun time here with me. And Mike Wilson, you're Swedish. All right. From Sweden. I remember we were joking about that one time. Yeah, Austrians taking over Laz's show once more. Right on, Austrians. You guys are awesome. I can't wait. And I'll let you guys know about the summertime. So I've got to give my sweetie a little time to settle down and visit with family, and then start to discuss exactly when. But I'm thinking sometime in August again. So I'm thinking again sometime mid to late August is probably the best time for her too. Might even have to be beginning of September, because that's when she can get off time from work. You know what I mean? Because she's a school teacher. But if that works for you guys, if you don't need an exact date, and we can figure it out, but we'll talk. We're gonna hang out again. This time they're gonna come to Budapest, actually to Balaton, which is a really awesome place. It's a beautiful lake. So my mom and dad are family, grandfather's hobby son, but I don't speak it yet. Yeah, it's cool to look. You know, I had a couple Hungarian girlfriends, and then I was married to a Hungarian, and that did it. You know, pretty much I got the language down. I'm the oldest, so I'm pretty good with the language. I can read it, I can speak it fairly well, but my vocabulary is limited and my grammar is horrible. But other than that, yeah, it's a really tough one to get the grammar right. But other than that, I can get by. Yeah. All right, you guys, so that's it, man. Thanks again for coming. See you guys next show, Thursday night, the most amazing 12 Days of Christmas giveaway show. Be here or be square.